Welcome to episode 6 of Wicked Critics. We got a big show for you guys today. Yeah, come on.
Oh, let's go.
The live audience, as always, thank you guys for being here. You guys do the best energy in the world. We love it. But today, guys, we're breaking down Boba Fett, which the boys, great episode. We all have a lot of opinions on it. We're also breaking down Texas Chainsaw, Halo, streaming services. We got a lot for you guys today.
A lot of different topics today.
Yeah. As always, guys, spoilers are coming ahead.
Yeah.
Yep, big spoilers.
We gotta tell you that.
You should know that by now.
Please watch the episode before you watch the pod. And let's break it down, boys.
It was
from the opening crawl, just like last
watch.
week. So Cobb Vanth comes in, and I've been waiting on him. I thought he was coming in last episode. But what do you guys think? I mean, I liked his opening, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good connection to the show. It really wrapped everything in because it showed his connection to what everything is, like everything that is going on.
Yeah, and I mean, Cobb Vanth's just a cool character in my opinion.
Yeah.
Even though he no longer has Boba Fett's armor, I think he's a cool character. He's your typical like cowboy sheriff type guy.
What was a cool character.
Hey, we'll wait.
We'll get there. We'll get there, but definitely still alive. We'll get there though.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I thought it was cool to have him back. And this scene here at the beginning. So what did y'all think? They knock over that the item because he makes this. He shoots through the pipes.
The spice.
Yeah. Okay, so it is spice. I wasn't 100%
So
sure.
yeah,
definitely
I
spice.
definitely think it's spice. The way that they go about it, it seems like that's more valuable than even the gold that's stacked up there. So like,
Yeah,
my
definitely
first reaction.
Well, at least it was more valuable to them.
Oh yeah, because like on first watch, all I thought was, they're talking about the gold. But looking back on it, when he opened up that box, he just lets it all fall out. You can kind of see like the Dune mineral.
Yeah,
like
it looked just like
And
the spice in Dune.
I don't know what Star Wars uses their spice for. Is
a drug.
It's a drug for them.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, that was the big thing.
It's a drug. Mm-hmm. Well, they use that in Dune as a drug too, but it's also like it's not for anything else like galactic or anything.
Not that I'm
Space
aware
travel.
of.
No.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Well, in Kessel, so when Han Solo, when they go through the Kessel mines, it's like they talk about the spice there.
Right, yeah, that's where it's mined.
So that's where most of it's mined, and they found it on Tatooine.
Correct, and the Kessel Run, which was pioneered by Han Solo, is how a lot of it's transported.
And we don't even know if are they still mining it?
I think they've been
because
mining.
this
They're
time
not going to
period?
show us, but I think they have been mining it for a while. The Pikes have been there for at least the stint of Boba Fett,
Yeah.
as long as he's been there.
Cobb Vanth, though.
Westernized man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Texas
Westernized
boy.
man.
Got the revolver blaster. Kind of weird concept, but it works.
I kind of like his gun. He's got the scope on the pistol looking thing. That's pretty sick.
And he hip fires it.
It's like a deagle with the scope. That's pretty sick. Oh no, it's like a Colt.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No. That's
Nah,
what
nah,
it
he's
seems.
raw.
It's a regular blaster. Like there's no bullets in it, but he treats it like a revolver.
yeah.
Cobb Vanth doesn't play any games, bro.
No, he
Nah,
doesn't.
nah,
He's one of those
he
characters
don't.
who
And honestly,
I'm excited to see.
That's one thing I will say about Cobb Vanth. He's not like my favorite character or anything, but he was ready to fight Mando in The Mandalorian,
Yeah,
and
he
he
was.
was ready to fight. I don't want to skip ahead, but he was ready to fight somebody in
Yeah.
this episode who I think both times he knew he had no shot. against.
He's just the type of guy that won't back down.
Yeah,
Well, it's
which I
not just
respect.
that.
I respect.
I think
Have to.
his whole character is like, because these are like ungodly characters to us.
Yeah.
So like, he's like the real moral, like normal
Yes,
person in the story.
yes. Well, he's
who's
a
still
human.
a killer. Who's still like you're kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do what
yeah.
you got to do.
Honestly, I like him a lot more than I think people even care for him. Like
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of hype around
Yeah,
him. But
he's one of those
he's just
guys
a
that if you
centralized
really-
character.
Yeah.
He's a cool
He's not
character.
Luke Skywalker. He's not gonna save the day. But like you need someone
He's
morally
a
on the
sick
ground.
side character.
Yeah.
A sick side.
And then
He's one of those characters that the deep Star Wars fans are a
care
fan
about.
of.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then we move into Mando's arc, which
Love
we
Mando.
both kind of disagreed that we would go straight back to Boba. He was kind of right. I'll give him
Yeah.
that credit for sure. But like, for a
I don't
Boba
know,
Fett show, it hurt me. But I love seeing the Mando scenes. When
Yeah,
he gets
so did
there.
I. I
And
love
he's
Mando.
on Yavin 4. For you guys don't know, thank you guys. Thank you, Quinten.
What was
for
the name?
figuring that.
Had to look
Yavin
that
4.
up, yeah.
Yavin Fort.
In a new Yavin 4.
Like the number.
Yavin
So
4.
like, if you remember the Battlefront games, it's like a green planet with like a little orange subplanet underneath.
Yeah. And it has the big
No, I
temple at
don't,
the
but-
end. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, it was really cool to see that. Even though Boba has 35 seconds in this whole episode, and we can talk about that in a minute. But it was really cool, and I'm one to give this show shit when it doesn't live up, but it was. This right here,
good fan service.
As a Star Wars fan,
really
R2D2 was a huge deal.
R2D2 was in it.
When I saw that in the first 5 minutes, I said, wow. Like, they went for the Spider-Man No Way Home way. They're bringing in everyone.
Yep. Yeah. And they had a classic R2D2 scene where he, like, takes Mando somewhere where he didn't want to go.
Yeah, exactly.
So I thought it'd be really cool. You know how in, I want to say it's The Force Awakens, how you get to see R2 and he is like incapacitated, he's not alive. Is that the moment where he stopped? Like, are they going to show us that moment where R2 kind of like flips out? Because he's a huge, like I love R2. A lot of people do. He's not a main character.
He turned back on.
He did.
Yeah. So this isn't the moment.
But I'm saying,
you
think since they're giving us Luke and Grogu, and we might get, we'll talk about that later, but we might get a little show about them.
Yeah.
Do you think they could go into all the way up until The Force Awakens, where they could give Kylo's backstory? They could just keep going on with this.
Listen, I think they'd be crazy at this point with how well they've done Luke as far as the CGI in this episode, which I felt was incredible.
It was
on
wild.
Luke. With the exception of one scene, I thought his voice was a little bit off.
But it's hard. It's hard. I'll give it to him.
With the exception of that, though, it's incredible. So why in the world give us some Ben Solo?
Yeah,
like going to train with Luke.
I did notice one time when Luke was jumping around. Like, it was very obvious that it was a stunt double. I don't know if it was, like, the facial structure or something, but I definitely knew.
So, do you remember in the last episode when the dudes pull up on the X-Wing on Mando?
Yes.
And there's the older guy and there's the younger guy.
Yep,
talking to him? Yep. That guy's actually the stunt double for Luke.
Yeah. Oh, is he?
Yeah. So, he's actually the face on it.
Not the Asian dude, the other guy?
No.
Yeah, the other guy.
Okay, I wish I knew his name. But then Sebastian Stan today said he'd come out and he'd play Luke again. Which, if they're doing that CGI stuff, it helps you have a face that looks closer to Luke.
Dude,
so you don't have to do too much editing on it.
They don't need him, though. They literally don't need him. That's less money they can throw at, like, special effects or some other, like, location they could go to or something like that. Yeah. You know? Like, he looks great. Look at this. Like, he looks incredible in this episode.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, with the exception of the one voice line being a little off and what you were saying, Christian, as far as the stunt double. But the stunt double thing, that could happen with somebody who was even... You know, that could happen with Tamira Morrison with Boba Fett.
Yeah.
You know, so
I have a question. What is the timeline? Like, how long do you think Grogu has been with Luke?
Only like 3 months, maybe.
Yeah, because
3 to 6 months. Maybe.
When Grogu first comes out, you still see like he's
not the naive of him.
Yeah, he's not that.
Which I thought it was a really cool scene when he's talking to Grogu and he's like, "Dude, you're gonna be alive for a long time."
Yeah.
We need to start seeing.
What did he say?
He needs to start seeing progression.
A short time to you is going to be a lifetime to others.
Which is true, because he'll live for 800. That's what Yoda lived to.
Yeah.
I mean, how old is he now?
He lived over 800.
Did he?
I thought he was like 900 something.
I thought he was like 865.
How old he is now?
Very old. But
who?
Grogu.
Grogu's like 55 years old.
That's wild.
They say he's like 50 years old in Mando, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think something along those lines. But
because he was alive during Order 66, and he was a child, like very infant then.
Yeah.
Okay, so last week, guys, I predicted the chainmail, the armor he gets. I predicted it last week, gentlemen.
Yeah, he did.
And
he said word
what
for
did
word.
We get? We got chainmail.
We're definitely going to talk about that, but we have to wait. So I'm going to get back to Mando kind of like getting there.
Yeah.
He was so dead set on seeing the kid.
Yeah,
and that emotional.
Oh, we didn't even talk about fucking Ahsoka.
Exactly.
So there was just so much in that episode.
So Mando gets there and they make him wait, which is like classic Jedi shit. Like, just like
speaking to him in riddles or some shit. Like he just wants to go see his boy.
Yeah. So he gets to Ahsoka, and I thought the dialogue there was probably the best of the series so far. And I hate to say that, but it really was. I thought their interaction, because even Luke's interaction with anyone's interaction with Ahsoka is very vivid.
Yeah.
Because like even when Luke was talking to her, you could see like shades of Anakin coming in, and it was really cool. Even Ahsoka made the line. It was like, "You're a lot like your father" in this like aspect. So I think Rosario Dawson is an amazing actress. I'm excited for that show.
One thing I'm like a little eerie about is what is Ahsoka's like role in like this universe now?
I think it's
because she kind of just goes where she wants.
She's a great Jedi.
It seems like she does her own thing.
It's yet to be determined. You know,
like what is she even doing on this planet?
I think that a lot of these questions are going to be answered in her show, honestly, and nobody really knows the answer. But I think it's really interesting because we had never really seen her interact with Luke before. So that was really interesting to see. best scene right here, and they're showing it on our screen now. Best scene, in my opinion, of the show, when he's walking through the forest with Grogu.
When Luke is.
And he's just picking up Grogu with him and walking. Oh, man, I love that.
Yeah, that was so sick.
But
it made me feel like a 13-year-old, honestly. Like, watching it, it was super nostalgic. Because you always wonder what happened to Luke after episode The Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so much story to tell until The Force Awakens with Luke. And it's just like, we've never seen him be a master. And the way he was training
really
him,
shows
it
his
gave
mastery.
you like huge Qui-Gon to Obi-Wan vibes. Like, and if we get a show of him teaching Kylo or something, and seeing why he really turns, because that was always like a huge point in the movies that like threw, I think, you off too as well. Like, how would Kylo turn? Like, Luke saw the worst in Vader and was still able to see the light. Mm-hmm. So like, I mean,
he turned him. He turned Vader.
And this is what they do, because the prequels helped out the originals.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if they could go back and rewrite it for them and let us see what happened to Kylo, it could go crazy. He could kill Grogu, and that would be huge.
Yeah. So what did y'all think about this Order 66, I guess, kind of cameo right here that we get with the clone troopers?
A1 always.
Oh, man. I love seeing the clone troopers. And, like, it's going to sound bad, but I love seeing some Jedi get killed. It's crazy.
Seriously.
Like, that's just crazy.
Shows that, they can die too.
Yeah, facts. It just, like, that's the one thing that makes Star Wars a little bit different from your average show, is that you're
the most powerful force in the entire
galaxy.
Okay, but let's not act like it's Game of Thrones, right? I mean, there was a lot of questionable things.
Oh yeah. It's not. Star Wars certainly isn't perfect. It certainly isn't perfect.
No. I mean,
so
Game of Thrones isn't either. I'm not trying to say that.
I have for that, but
there's a lot of things that start like this episode alone, which I had a lot of positive things, but the negative things on it are equally.
What are some negatives?
So like, the whole him getting there and seeing all the droids build the temple was.
I thought that was odd.
It's a waste of 5 minutes.
Where did they come from?
It's a waste of 5 minutes. This dude's pulling up.
Yeah.
He's Luke's on a planet. He knows everything that's going on. He knows if a ship's pulling up.
Yeah.
He's so in tune with the Force.
Well, it did show the importance of that temple.
True.
But like, that temple is truly not important to the viewer, because like I would consider us pretty hard Star Wars fans.
Where, I mean, at the end of the show, that's where Grogu chooses between two paths.
Well, I think too.
Oh, so I think the semblance in that is the decision he's going to make, not the temple.
I mean, it kind of looks like the temples where Luke trained.
On
what's her name?
Octo.
Yeah. It's like it's similar concept.
Yeah.
Where they kept that like book of old.
The Jedi text.
Yeah.
Well, I feel
like
these
similar
upcoming
vibes.
shows are going to make Luke's temple. I mean, they've shown they can do this now. I think we'll continue to see Luke pop up throughout different shows, as far as maybe like other Jedi. Maybe Ezra Bridger goes to see Luke.
See, I was waiting for that. I think we were
lines.
going to get that maybe in Mando season.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. But that was so. Last episode, if you guys watched, you definitely saw that I was upset with the lack of Boba Fett. And we had 35 seconds of Boba Fett in this episode. 35 seconds, which initially I was a little upset about. But as I continue to watch the episode,
they're developing
the world. But I realized this. As somebody who watched Star Wars The Clone Wars, which was also made by Dave Filoni, who made this episode as well, Star Wars jumps around, as far as it'll do like a short arc with a few characters, and then it'll do something else with a few other characters. It's not just one central focus character, which
it's a soap
honestly,
opera.
Well, yes, but Game of Thrones does that as well, and I kind of like that. I like that they're trying to show, hey, we have a Book of Boba Fett show, but here's what's going on around Boba Fett and making the other stuff happen.
Development.
Last episode, it felt like, okay, we're just throwing this in here because we don't want to show a Boba Fett episode for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. This episode, it felt like very essential to the plot, and we can get towards the end here in a second.
If this episode was last episode, where it's just a shot of Mando and it still ties into Boba's plot, I would have loved. But the fact, you're right. The last episode, as great as it was, and I liked it, not as much as this. I mean, this was a great episode. But last episode was so unneeded in Boba Fett's story that it made the plot so weak. I mean, there's no scale to this.
Another thing I would say is the first 3 episodes of Boba Fett, they could have just smushed that into one episode.
100%.
That's what he was saying last week. A movie would have made more sense.
Yeah, I think honestly,
I feel like a movie wouldn't have. They should have just dropped the show, not weekly. They should have just dropped it.
No, I love the weekly release, though. I do.
I get hyped
the
every
anticipation of it, the talk, Twitter.
Yeah, but that's for us.
Helps out. But no, even as a normal fan, like Game of Thrones,
it trends
the
on
reason
Twitter
I loved
every
it
week.
because the week when The Long Night came out, the episode 3 of season 8, with the fight, when it came out, I was with 10 people watching it.
Yeah,
we all were hyped for it.
But Boba Fett is one of those shows that I don't think that many people are into. So if they would have came out with if they would have came out with, hear me out, 6 episodes, they just drop it, and they would have showed like a little Luke snippet in like the Boba Fett trailer, they would have got so many more views.
Okay, but here's my question. So Euphoria came out this year, and Boba Fett came out the same year. So probably the biggest 2 shows of the year, probably streaming wise.
So
came
far,
out this year.
for sure.
So far, what do you think has more views?
Probably Euphoria.
I disagree.
Euphoria is like, you're not going to be able to find that because it's all like streaming based.
It will come out literally next year.
Yeah, but I mean, I think
The Witcher just came out.
As far as for men, I don't know how many. I don't think a lot of men watch Euphoria. I could be wrong about that.
I'm telling you right now, Boba Fett. Boba Fett has 10 mil more views.
Maybe, but what I'm saying is a lot of people do watch Boba Fett right now, just because the only other thing out right now, in my opinion, is Peacemaker. So. Yeah.
In that category, yeah.
So I think Boba Fett's more people's go-to than Peacemaker.
Is there anything else really coming out on Disney Plus right now? Show-wise?
Moon Knight's coming out.
No, but I'm saying like right this second.
I have heard Bad Batch is coming soon.
Maybe some Disney show or like some.
But everybody
kid
that
show.
has Disney Plus, that's clicking on Disney Plus, is seeing the Boba Fett show.
Essentially, anyone 16 or older is watching Boba.
Yeah,
in my opinion, on Disney Plus as a new TV show. Because
if everybody could see like what's in this episode, I feel like a lot more people would watch it. It just sucks that it's episode 6.
Okay, we're gonna get down to it. Then we can really talk about it.
One thing I gotta say real quick: the highs and lows of this series are insane. Literally
wild.
We had what was that, episode 3 or 4 with the biker gang, was one of the worst episodes of Star Wars ever, and then we have this episode, the last episode, and episode 2, which I felt were probably all top 5 Star Wars episodes ever.
I put that on the director.
Like,
I put that on the directors of it. Like Game of Thrones, they have different directors for every episode. I think it shows a lot when Dave Filoni does episode of Bryce. Bryce Dallas Howard should get she's a woman. She should get her whole movie series. I want to see a whole trilogy for her.
Yeah.
Because she knows the characters, she knows the legends of it, which truly is a huge part of canon is legend.
It seems like she knows how to draw the people in.
And Dave Filoni over her is perfect. It's like George Lucas. Yeah, it really is.
Well, she knows both sides of it because she also. I mean, she played in Jurassic Park or Jurassic World.
Yeah.
So she knows.
She's a great actress.
She knows how the actor wants to be, where they want to be, versus what the director her position.
She sees it from a fan. I feel like as well too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing. Comparing this episode with the episode about the Power Ranger bikers, dude.
Yeah, completely different.
It's a different world.
Yeah, but
literally. Speaking of her, we get to the scene where they're all in the throne room, I believe, and they're kind of having their meeting.
Yeah,
Mando's there.
Mando's in the back.
And Mando's just posting in the back.
G unit, like old Boba Fett was.
He was, and that's
he would just stand in the back, let the people talk, and if they needed him, he'd chip in.
Yeah,
that's just who he is. I think the Mandalorian character is just. It's way better than Boba. I'm sorry, and I hate to say that on a pod with my best friend who loves Boba, but to be honest with you guys,
I love Mando.
The way that they portray Mando and who he is what I think you want Boba to be.
I personally don't find Mando very compelling.
Really?
He's lying.
Yeah, I really don't. I enjoy his show.
Is there any bias to that? Is there any bias to that?
No, I truly find Boba Fett more compelling.
In this show, you find Boba more compelling than Mando when he comes on screen.
I completely disagree. For this show because
who wins in a fight? Prime Boba?
Prime Boba,
Mando.
Period. Prime Boba, period.
Disagree.
Mando's cooking.
What is Boba doing against the dark saber?
Boba Fett was considered the best bounty hunter in the galaxy, period.
Okay, but Mando wasn't around then.
Isn't Mando the best bounty hunter in the galaxy?
Hell no. He can barely even use his lightsaber.
He has a lightsaber. What does Boba have?
Skills.
What's it called?
Skills.
He got cooked by Han Solo, who was blind.
He has a dart gun.
He has so many skills, Cory.
The Emperor. We're getting off
no, Cory.
Hold up,
he has so many skills that Emperor Palpatine felt that his DNA was the one that should be in the army.
Okay, the Hutts, who are fat asses, control Tatooine, and Boba can't. So I'm not intimidated by this guy.
What do you mean? Boba the Hutts showed up, and Boba said, "What's up?" Boba wasn't scared of him.
Right?
He didn't back down.
Hold up, guys. Let me just mute Quinten real quick.
Hey, hell no. Okay, but let's move on. So Mando gets back to Tatooine. He eventually talks to Ahsoka, and they just don't. All right, so he talks to Ahsoka. He won't go see Grogu. He leaves Grogu there with his
such a G
present.
moment. Such a G moment.
And it was a moment where it truly showed how much he loved the kid. He won't even interfere with his life.
And did you notice how Grogu did? He knew he was there. He saw his ship leave.
Oh yeah, he knew.
I thought that was a little odd. You know, if he saw his ship leave, like, what's the difference in Mando going up to him and saying what up? Yeah, like, he knew he was there.
Yeah, that's facts.
If they really didn't want him to see him, why are they showing him see the ship leaving? I thought that was.
But he didn't know that ship. He knew who it was.
He knew. Come on.
Okay,
stop.
but we get off planet. We get back to Tatooine. We get through the whole debate scene, and then we get a villain, a cameo that we all been waiting for.
Come on.
Cad Bane. Cad Bane.
Walks in like a G. What did you guys think of his What did you think of his live action?
How far did this man walk? Okay, he's literally he's in the middle of nowhere.
Where did he come from?
All right, he's in the middle of nowhere. He just walked there.
Oh, come on.
I guess they dropped
him
off.
Where did he walk from?
Maybe he's got a.
All right. You go intimidate them. We'll pick you up.
Yeah. What did you think of his live action look though?
It was amazing.
I thought he looked just like
that was one of the big questions coming in, is how are they going to make him look in the live action compared to the cartoons?
Yeah, and the anticipation when his hat was down and he looked up, I was just waiting to see the eyes.
His hat was down for like 15 minutes. It was just building that anticipation.
God. And then he gets a duel with our boy the sheriff, Cobb Vanth.
He was shaking though.
And his stupid ass deputy, bro. That deputy was so stupid.
Cad Bane was so much faster than him. He shot Cobb Vanth and then shot his deputy 5 times, and the deputy was the one reaching for his gun first.
Yeah. So
that just shows you, even you know, in the old movies back in the Texas days, there's such a skill gap in pulling the gun.
Yeah, but here's my whole thing on it. And this is one of the negatives I do have in the episode. It's like, kill Cobb Vanth there. Like, you're not going to kill him like that.
Did he kill him? He only shot him once.
No, he only hit him one shot.
He's dead.
No way Star Wars works like that. Yeah. I've seen many characters get shot.
Did Cad Bane even want to kill him going in?
No, he did.
You think he did?
Dude,
why didn't he put 5 bullets into him?
I really don't think he's scared of most Pelga's people, which now is called Freetown.
Freetown?
Yeah, why? Yeah. Why?
Hate that bartender, by the way.
Yeah,
you don't like the bartender?
But no, because he was low key trying Mando in there. He was like, no, we're not doing that.
See, I thought when he was asking for the army, I thought he was going to go talk to Tuskens, which I was like, sick. We're about to get all the old Tuskens.
Well, they're dead.
No, not all of them.
The peaceful ones are.
But how could Mando go up to them?
He speaks
Mando's
Tusken.
met with the Tuskens. Yeah,
has he?
Yeah, he killed the dragon of the Jawas. So you know the dragon crate.
But he doesn't have that much of a developed relationship.
I don't know, bro. They definitely respect him because he killed the crate.
Yeah, he killed the dragon. Yes.
They would fight for Boba, I feel like.
Dude, if they would fight for Boba, I feel like they would fight for Mando. The people that he helped to kill the dragon, they would those Tuskens, which were a different tribe, they would have fought for Mando.
Yeah, I still think they would fight for Boba too, though. If you told him that he was.
I think it was better for the show that he went up to Cobb Vanth, though.
Yeah, no, facts.
But the cool thing is, I think we finally get our main villain of the show, which this is the Pikes. I wish we knew who was really.
Rate his outfit. Rate his outfit.
Who?
Cad Bane.
Oh, he looks like that always. This is 10 out of 10.
The teeth?
No, tell me this, guys.
Ron is going to look so scary.
Does he not have the same gauntlets as Jango Fett? Wait for it to look back at his Cad Bane's arms.
Dude.
This could be total coincidence, but this is just me looking. His gauntlets are identical to Jango Fett's. Wait for it to come back.
Wait, yeah.
What are you talking about, gauntlets?
So like his wrist rockets and stuff.
Okay.
They're identical to Jango Fett's. Wait for it to turn.
This
deputy. I knew as soon as he walked. As soon as they showed him on
Star Wars character ever, maybe.
Oh no!
I didn't hate him that much because I just knew he was going to.
There's way more hated.
Honestly, if you don't even like Star Wars and you watched this scene, you would be a fan of this villain.
Facts.
He's not even that big of a villain if you actually like watch the Clone Wars either.
I don't know.
They're developing
a big villain.
Okay, but a lot of people
developing him into one.
He was considered the second best bounty hunter in the galaxy.
He's better than Boba. If they made a show about him, it would be better than Boba.
Cap. Boba.
I have seen the Boba Fett show. It is trash.
Okay,
his show would be sick.
I guess there's just not that much anticipation.
Next episode, when Cad Bane's hat comes off, you're gonna see a big old hole in his head. You know who gave it to him?
They're not killing him, and
Did
you
he?
know that.
Boba Fett.
They're definitely going to show it then. If that's true, they're definitely going to show it.
People have been waiting for this duel since Clone Wars because they've like known each other. No shot you bring him back in live action and you kill him in one episode.
That's true.
No shot.
But if he can get shot in the head and survive, then Boba can do pretty much anything to him.
So, hey, let's get to the end, and then we'll get theories going, okay? So I just want to wrap it up on one big segment, and I think it's what the biggest segment of the whole episode.
Look.
Nah, it's a little different. It's way different.
He looked at it for 3 seconds, so that's okay.
Okay, so biggest probably controversial piece. Does Grogu take the lightsaber or the mithril?
He takes the lightsaber, man. He's
got to take
agree. He has to.
It would make Mandalorian Season 2 look so weak if he doesn't take the lightsaber.
What is Grogu's point in the Star Wars galaxy if he chooses the chainmail?
But the only reason I can give an argument to the other one is that I've never heard about him before. So it would make sense that he would pick the Mandalorian armor.
But what is his purpose in the show moving forward if all he has is a chainmail?
I mean,
he has no powers. He loses the Force. He
wouldn't lose the Force completely.
Dude.
No one ever loses the Force.
Anybody could kill him.
He could still get another lightsaber somewhere too, bro.
Nah, but it's not about the lightsaber. He needs
so what do you
Luke
think
to train him.
What would you say? What do you pick?
I think he takes the chainmail. Like,
no.
But we
I
won't.
hope he doesn't.
I don't think if we. I would be really surprised if we saw it next episode. I think it'll be something we see in Mandalorian. But if like Luke pulled up in like the battle or something, and Grogu was with him
people up
with Yoda's lightsaber, he was like, "You're gonna need this." Or something like that.
I feel like it's going to take a while for him to learn how to use it,
wait, he takes him back to Mando, and he's like, "This is fucked up." He's like, "Oh, you need the lightsaber."
No. There's like a bunch of fighting and stuff like that. And he looks at Grogu, and he has like the thing on, and he's like, "Well, I can't." Like
no way they're ready to put Grogu in fights like that. No way.
What are the chances he manages to maybe not take both now, but eventually come into possession of both items?
What? Oh, I
don't think so.
No?
That kills the importance of it. He's got to pick one.
But they put so much emphasis on the chainmail. It's Mando's gift to him.
True.
They're not just going to get rid of it, I don't think.
Yeah, he's not going to throw it away.
Yeah, they're not just going to throw it away and never pop up again.
He's just going to go be a Mandalorian.
But this is the thing. This is the whole thing.
Because if he doesn't pick that, Luke's getting rid of him. Luke's giving him back to Mando.
Yeah, facts.
That's the whole thing.
This is the thing. All right, little theory. What if he chooses the chainmail? Yoda's lightsaber goes away. We never see Yoda's lightsaber again. Maybe Ahsoka trains him or something, and he gets a new lightsaber.
No, she's not. She's done. Maybe Ezra. He might train.
Yeah.
So he's already been casted for live action, so he's definitely coming in Ahsoka.
Yeah. I just
maybe
think
a little cameo at the end. I think they'll do an end credit for this one, and I think it could be maybe the Grogu's answer.
I think it just takes a little bit away from Grogu if he takes Yoda's lightsaber.
Yeah. No, it takes nothing away from him.
He needs his own.
Luke used Anakin's. Luke used Anakin's.
Which one is his now?
Luke got his own when he became a master. They get their own when they become a master. It happens. Rey used Anakin's
master
too.
For 500 years.
Doesn't matter. Rey used Anakin's until she became a master, and then she got her own.
Rey's weak.
Is that not how it happens though? They usually use the people's lightsaber they can get a hand on.
Do it.
All right. Final thoughts. What would you guys rate the episode? Oh no, one more thing. The
Garza
killing Garza Swip, whatever her name is.
Garza Swoop.
Yeah, she was beautiful. I'm so sorry.
She was beautiful.
Yeah,
no, I was really caught off guard.
That gave some big stakes to it. Like, there's going to be something big that's going to happen.
Yeah. Boba's going to be pissed about that shit.
Well, yeah, there's this whole build-up that, they're going to have in this final 7th episode, they're going to have a big brawl.
So what would you boys rate it? What are you giving the rating?
I mean, it's definitely the best episode yet.
So?
9.3. 9.3 certified.
Wow. Yeah.
I give it an 8.7. I can't give it a 9 just because there was the main character is in the show. I mean, come on. I mean, you could have given him more than 30 seconds. He literally didn't have a line. He had a head nod. See, that just, again, you're spitting in my face, Disney. Fuck you.
I'm going to give it a 95. 9.5. I loved it. I hope they do what you're doing, what you said earlier, that they should give episodes to other characters, so that way you're always just feel like the world's bigger, just like Game of Thrones did as well. I loved it. I love jumping around. Don't call it Boba Fett. Call it Star Wars. Call it Star Wars, man.
That's
just
the whole
thing.
It
Star Wars, and I'll watch it. You don't have to make it
nobody would question this if the show was not called Boba Fett.
And I'll give this to Quinten. He made a good point before we'll move on. He was like, dude, what if it was just like a whole year schedule, and you just show us different things of Star Wars?
And you call it Star Wars: Wars of the New Republic.
I would love it.
That would be sick.
I would love it.
Sick.
Yeah, total miss by Disney with the show naming. I don't know if it took. I don't know if they took 30 seconds to decide a show name, or they were just determined to call it Book of Boba Fett. But
I like the name Book of Boba Fett. It just doesn't necessarily fit.
I just feel like last week we were talking. And
I'm not disagreeing with.
They really thought they could get Mando out, season 3 out, and it just halted.
You think it should have been out by now?
They needed a filler, for sure. They have to have a show out right now.
Yeah, no count. Because they couldn't afford to lose subscribers.
But this isn't a filler show anymore.
No, because
not
they
anymore.
This isn't a filler show anymore.
Okay,
if you're watching the new shows, new Star Wars, what's the word I'm looking for? Content moving forward, you have to watch this.
Anyone have final thoughts? Anything?
Hold on. I feel like I had a theory, gentlemen.
Gosh, we've been going 36 minutes.
Yeah,
on Boba
give me
Fett.
a theory. Give me a theory. Or we're moving on.
I'll give you a theory.
Okay.
Everything in my being is telling me that Grogu's going to pick the lightsaber. But if he picks the lightsaber, they're going to have to show more of Luke.
Exactly. That's when you get
Luke
and Grogu's show.
Exactly.
They've talked about it before.
Do you think they're going to have a Luke and Grogu show? Do you think they're going to develop
that much time into Luke? I think they just showed with that CGI of probably about 10 minutes of scenes with Luke in it, and it looked really good to us, so I don't see why not.
It looked great. But that's the thing. How much work did that take?
Not that much, man.
You don't think that much?
Well,
I mean, if it's doable.
CGI is getting so much better by the year. It's getting ridiculous, man.
Yeah. I have just a few predictions, I guess, for next. One, just a simple one. Cobb Vanth's definitely getting in Boba's back to tank. I think we could see a Cobb Vanth flashback, and maybe it provides some type of information.
I hope not.
Maybe it provides some type of information on Cassian Andor, which that would kind of tease that show, which is coming next into the Star Wars stuff. Just a little prediction. I think another thing, too, that would be pretty cool, I think there could be some conflict or maybe discussion between the Mandalorian and Boba Fett about the Darksaber, because Boba Fett doesn't yet know that he has the Darksaber. So I don't know.
What's his connection to it?
Nothing.
Whose?
He has no connection to it.
Then why would he care?
I strongly disagree with that. Boba Fett in The Mandalorian, in his first appearance, pulls up his chain code and shows his heritage.
Jango he does, but he has
and
nothing
Jaster
about
Moreel, who are both considered Mandalorians. So I feel like he definitely has a connection. He cares about his heritage, and he'll definitely recognize what that is.
Mando ain't letting him touch that, though.
Yeah.
And certified, Mando would destroy Boba Fett right now, easily.
I don't know. Boba's fully healed.
Hey, we
haven't seen fully healed Boba just yet.
The finale will have a huge, about an hour pod. Let's get into this next segment.
Gotta get it moving.
Yeah, let's get into this next segment, boys. We're getting into...
but don't forget to leave comments, likes, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed Book of Boba Fett. Leave your thoughts below, and let us know what you guys are looking forward to next week.
And debate with us, because I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Yeah, I'll be happy to.
This is the most positive I've been about this show moving.
Yeah, for sure.
True.
For sure.
No doubt.
But we're getting into, guys, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We did Scream. I'm really not looking forward to this breakdown.
Scream was funny.
Quinten suggested
Scream was funny.
This trailer is hilarious. Put the volume on.
What will you design today? A big idea.
Hate YouTube ads, dude.
A new opportunity.
Yeah, that's what we got to live with.
Did you guys see Elon Musk's tweet where he was like, when an ad comes up that you can't skip, so you look away?
Start designing.
I do that every time. I go straight to my phone.
This is gonna be so corny.
Oh, you're not gonna believe how corny it looks.
Why is there always a dumb blonde girl in every scary movie?
It's a requirement.
Just how it is, man.
Yo, the chick screams and he's just out in the cornfield. He's like,
I would like be. What the fuck are you doing? I've already seen this. How breaks down. I gotta use the restroom.
This is a chance for people to start fresh somewhere.
It'll be okay.
oh man.
What is this town, yo?
Restroom break for Cory Martin. What are you doing in my house? You know, it's pretty good.
Finish him!
Oh my god.
That's the one thing I will say about this movie. I think the kills are going to be so sick.
Mr.
I mean, that's the only thing drawing people to see this movie.
100%.
I'm gonna be honest.
No, look, bro.
I don't think I'm watching this. I'll
probably watch it, but look, they're literally doing the same thing Scream and Halloween did. They're bringing back some old lady from the previous movies to try to kill the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I want you guys to let me know, why not just come out with new scary movies? Just new scary movies.
It's hard to
make a why?
Because Martin
people
Scorsese
don't
said
have
the same thing. It's just
imaginations
like,
anymore.
Dude, Marvel and Star Wars is just hurting everyone else so much because now that we've gotten to the point where you can have like such big franchises that control markets, like, dude, no way in hell Spider-Man No Way Home should be the 4th all-time movie in box office, and it already is. It's
bro, that's crazy.
I just hate all
it's gonna be
of
good. I can't wait to watch it. Netflix does good on horror movies. They did the Babadook.
It's gonna be a stupid movie, but I will probably enjoy the stupidity of it.
Do you guys think, like, eventually they're gonna have to stop making these reruns of old movies?
They won't. They won't.
Or they can remaster them and make them better.
50 years later, we're gonna be watching Halloween number 30?
I would watch a remastered Halloween if they like changed up the story.
Like, get an imagination,
and just restarted
dude.
it. Like, I don't know.
The thing is, you can't restart it nowadays.
Why?
Just you can't, because fans like Scream was right, and
who the hell is a die-hard Michael Myers fan? You know what I'm saying,
bro? A lot of weird people are die-hard.
There's a lot
Michael
of weirdos
Myers
out there.
Yeah, there's
really.
Hey, here's to all you weirdos out there. We're not being mean.
Oh no, we love your weirdness. It's just like it's weird. Man.
It's a niche.
Weird,
it's a niche thing.
Yeah, small niche.
Very small.
Anything else on how I'm excited to see it, but
notably small.
I've seen the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre when I was like young, and it's just like not a horror that I'm scared of.
Yeah,
like, I'm excited
not
to
a horror
watch
that
it.
I'm scared of. Not one I am dying to go see. Haha, get it.
But you guys want to rate it like before? What would you guys think it's gonna be?
2.5.
Like a 5.
I'll say
less.
I'll say 5.5. I'll go the highest. I'll say 5.5.
You're on drugs. 5.5.
5.5.
Did you see that guy?
5.5 is horrible, man.
5.5.
5.5
2 is like
better
not even
than
a movie.
Yo, these people do not know how to rate movies. 5.5.
These people.
These two guys I just happen to be doing a podcast with do not know how to rate movies. 5.5. That's better than mid. That's better than mid.
That's super fucking mid.
That is pretty mid.
Okay, we're going to move on to a trailer that I think
movie.
everyone's excited about. We're definitely going to break down the show.
Yeah.
The new Halo show. Paramount Plus finally got a big franchise that they can kind of go off of.
Yeah. I've never actually played Halo, sorry to say.
I have, so this will be a big topic for me. I'm super excited for it, but we're going to break it down real quick, guys.
Halo is because I played the original movie, but I don't really remember. They can't take their masks off, right?
So Master Chief, I'll stop before I'll give a little context.
Isn't
Master
it like
Chief is created by
how they
Earth.
breathe and
This
stuff?
is set like 2,000 years in the future.
Yeah.
Master Chief is like considered like one of the only people who can stop the Covenant, which is this alien race that the human race is going against.
Yep.
But Master Chief is literally linked to, like, the humans made him, essentially. They made him into this guy. So in the games, you're really just Master Chief, and you don't understand that you're controlled by the U.S. government. In this show, I think they're going to try to bring in that aspect and kind of give him his own free will. So let's just watch this and have an open mind to it.
Yeah.
Don't take it as the game, literally.
Yeah, think of it brand new.
They bring it into a human aspect of it. Master Chief is so sick, though.
They're going to play the song? The Halo song?
Yes.
Off-brand Boba Fett.
Chief was enhanced and trained for one purpose. To win this war. He and the other Spartans.
Something tells me it's going to be garbage.
Against the Covenant.
I do have my problems with it. But the Covenant is going to be sick. The Covenant is going to be sick in it.
Upgradable. And most importantly,
I don't know. The action looks pretty cool.
It does.
controllable.
Covenant forces appear to be excavating some kind of object.
See, this is the human aspect of it, because like when he touches this like Halo ring, it gives him a little humanity. Like he sees past the lies that they're telling him.
Seems like a money grab. I'm a little skeptical about it so
Because
far.
neither of you guys know how the game goes. Because like I can tell you what happens, but
Yeah,
like
but that's
it's gonna be
the thing.
cool watching
That's
you
the thing.
guys
There's
see
so
it.
many fans of the game.
I don't know. I think I may watch this. I would have to get Paramount.
I'll watch it.
I think I'd have to.
I have Paramount. You can watch it online.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
got everything.
Paramount.
We have it on video.
Look, they have Cortana. You know that girl who talks to you in the game?
Yes.
So she's gonna be a huge character.
Okay.
Yeah, she's cool.
I just think their armor looks cool. That's probably why I'll watch it. Although they're off-brand Boba Fett.
I think the thing about it,
6 suits.
they could make a really cool show with it because the story of it's really cool and how like the Covenant may not be this evil thing that everyone thinks it is.
Right.
So there is a big story behind it. It's just the way they adapt it and the way they want to present it.
Right.
Which is gonna be really hard because you're talking about aliens here. Talking about a government 2,000 years in the future, and it's not a movie where you can just do 2 hours of cool fighting.
Who's that black guy in it? He's in another movie.
He's in Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's Vulture's. He's Vulture's. Second guy.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He plays the not
he
the
has
Punisher,
the
but what's his name? He has like a iron fist.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I know who you're talking about.
Other than that, that's gonna release, guys, on March 24th, 2022. Which I definitely want to break it down. We might just do like a episode 1 through 3 breakdown. Do something like that.
Projected rating for that?
I'm thinking like a 7.
Nah. I don't think it's gonna
cut the volume.
Cut that off.
Yeah.
You don't think a 7? You don't think we can get a 7?
I mean, honestly, no. Not after that trailer. I think it's so hard to convert a video game into a movie.
It's not a movie. It's a TV show, though.
Oh, it's a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Different.
Different but similar.
There's a lot of them going
different
on.
But similar.
I'm cautiously optimistic. The only reason I'm cautiously optimistic though is because Paramount's making it, and I just haven't seen Paramount do anything that I thought was remarkable.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking.
I don't know if y'all have seen this. I've heard Yellowstone's really good.
I've seen Yellowstone's really good.
That's HBO. Isn't?
I thought that was Paramount.
Is it Paramount?
Yellow. I don't watch it on either.
It might be, but going into the streaming things, Paramount just doesn't have that many followers yet.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely not on Paramount. I have a computer in front of me.
Paramount is a big brand, but it's just.
Is it Peacock?
No. I swear it's HBO.
I feel like
or maybe it's Amazon
HBO,
Prime.
Or I would have watched it because I don't have Paramount nor Peacock.
I have both.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Peacock's not good at all. Do not get Peacock.
Yeah,
there's nothing.
Would not get Peacock.
I mean, it says Paramount, but that might just Paramount just
so
might
some
show
facts
it.
when it comes to the streaming services. Netflix obviously has the most.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazon Prime has the second, but it's all Prime members. It's not really people watching the stream.
Right.
So I take that as like dude. I didn't even know about Crunchyroll, which does all the anime stuff.
A lot of people
120 mil subscribers.
And how many does Netflix have?
213. So that's the third highest. Yeah, Paramount's at 12. We don't even know the numbers on it yet. So new. HBO Max is only at 45.
It might not be an American thing.
Yeah,
I don't think it is.
Yeah,
I don't think it is.
I mean, anime is a lot more popular. in other countries than
Disney
America.
Plus is behind
but it's growing here for sure.
Yeah,
anime's been huge in the States for a while now.
Yeah, but I'm saying in other countries,
you're right for sure.
It's definitely more popular.
Right. Yeah, for sure. So what do you think the streaming should go to though? Like, do you think Amazon has a chance to catch? It just depends on the content.
It doesn't necessarily have to catch Netflix. I don't think that's their goal. I think they just want to come out with good content and give. Amazon is one of those things that branches into everything. They just want to give Amazon Prime members a chance to see good films.
Dude, I'm super into
through
it.
Amazon.
It's gonna be good.
And they have what's his name?
John Krasinski's role in oh man,
Jack Ryan.
Reacher.
Jack Ryan.
No, but Krasinski is in Jack Ryan.
Yeah, Jack Ryan.
That show was really good.
Really good.
I enjoyed that show.
Season 2, if you get into it, definitely. Season 1's a little slow, but it gets pretty good.
Reacher, I'd never heard of Reacher before. I mean, I've heard of it. I've never. Is it a book?
It is based off a
Jack
book.
Reacher.
Yes. I've never read them.
Amazon's coming out with a Reacher show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
saw the trailer.
And they also got Lord of the Rings, so they got some stuff coming. But it's just in the grand scheme of things,
they're putting a lot of money
into
Reacher
it. isn't putting out the same audience as Star Wars. And
obviously,
or even Moon Knight.
But they got to start somewhere.
They got to start. I don't think that's their goal. I don't think they're trying to.
And they have Lord of the Rings.
Who's buying Amazon Prime for that? Everyone's buying Amazon Prime for mailing, for ordering stuff online.
They bought a big IP in Lord of the Rings.
That's the biggest IP they have. Yeah,
they're doing original content because what other IPs are left? I mean, they could buy Terminator maybe, but who the hell wants that?
They have Tom Clancy. Clancy's, remember those games growing up? The Tom Clancy
Really,
games?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have that. That's how Jack Ryan's based off.
I think Amazon's playing it. I think Amazon is playing it for the long run.
I think Amazon just wants to be a part of everything, and they have the money to do it. So why not?
Amazon. Listen, Amazon's not going anywhere, and Netflix has yet to make actual profit.
Netflix is losing money, dude. They're losing a lot of money. Dude, their content's not good anymore.
How do they make money then?
So I was reading.
What could they do?
Okay, so Netflix has a contract with other studios. That's how Marvel shows were on there in the past. That's how CW shows.
That's how people like Leonardo DiCaprio are on Netflix and stuff.
Started their own originals, which people watch now. But like, it wasn't a big thing. They used to just take other movies and pay for them.
Yeah, of course.
Now they don't do that. So they're finding it hard because they had like signed Adam Sandler to a deal that really didn't take off, didn't make them a lot of money.
Yeah.
They signed all these people to deals who are supposed to bring in these audiences,
and it's really not doing.
But the thing is, they're not bringing in a Star Wars. They're not bringing in a Harry Potter, a Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
So these big franchises are really dictating how the streaming is going. That's why Disney Plus became the biggest one.
It was a great idea, and I thought it was awesome for already people that are already subscribed to Netflix. It was cool for them, but drawing new people in, I feel like it's hard to do that.
I was reading an article this week that was really interesting. It was saying basically that the way that Netflix does it, as far as they release everything at once so people can binge and all that, apparently that isn't like a efficient way of releasing your content. So think about like every week when Boba Fett comes out, it trends on Twitter. Okay, so you've got the people last week who are watching, and then you've got the other people who are seeing it trend on Twitter, and then you've got the people who are seeing it trend on Instagram.
Yeah.
So you've got a weekly like blow up versus the one Netflix release, Ozark, for example.
Yeah.
A great show. Nobody's talking about it anymore. It came out last week.
I mean, more people are talking about The Witcher than Ozark, which is kind of crazy because Ozark has these seasons that people have loved. And
well, what I'm saying is the release strategy for Netflix. They can't release everything at once because it doesn't sustain conversation, which increases viewership.
Yeah.
For example, Squid Game, which was their biggest show of last year. When's the last time somebody talked about it? When's the last time you heard about it?
And people are
when it was coming out. When it was coming out, it was
huge. That's what I'm saying, though. It all came out at once, so the hype died.
So it was about a month hype. When like No Way Home, 2 months in a row, we're talking about it. When it releases on DVD, we're going to talk about it. When it releases on Disney Plus, we'll talk about it. That just builds the hype of it alone.
Yeah. But when they... So you're saying eventually you think they're going to start doing weekly?
I think they'll have to because they're not... They're actually... They for the first time ever, I believe their subscribers actually went down this past year.
Yeah, HBO's doing it. HBO does it.
But the people... I mean, me personally, I'm subscribed to Netflix.
Right.
I'm used to seeing shows all come out at once. So if they start doing that, I'm not going to be used to it.
I don't prefer it at all. I
feel like a lot of people do that.
Draw. I think that's a misconception. I think the availability of it is cool, but if you had the chance to watch, let's just say a show like The Walking Dead, which you probably didn't watch on air, but you got to binge watch it.
Yes, I did.
The anticipation from Game of Thrones, for a perfect example, you saw Ned Stark's head get chopped off. That whole week leading up to the next episode, so much buzz about it. So much talk about it. So many people watching the whole season because, dude, I just watched this show where they killed the main character. You should watch it. Just conversation about it allows to build up instead of like Outer Banks coming out the whole week. Yeah, we'll talk about Outer Banks for a week. Then after that, it's like, I'm not going to rewatch this and talk about it.
Exactly.
So what if they did this instead of... Because me, personally, I would not be happy if they just started releasing shows one a week.
They do that, but Boba Fett does that, and we love it.
Yeah, but Netflix...
He's accustomed to...
Yeah, I'm accustomed to what Netflix does. So what if they started something different and did 2 episodes a week?
They wouldn't.
Or maybe they do what HBO did with Peacemaker, and they drop maybe like the first 3.
Yeah, but HBO doesn't do that often. Like the new Game of Thrones show won't be dropped like that. Nothing.
I think it's a good idea, frankly. I think they should do it with every show, if it's a long season, of course.
I don't think so.
All these new streaming platforms, like it's still all new.
So
like
10 years from now, if I asked you which streaming platform would be on top, what would you say?
Disney.
10 years.
Disney? Definitely Disney.
Yeah, I'm going Disney as well.
Has so many shows in
production. Gotta be Disney.
They've only had it for like a year and a half now, 2 years, and they're already at 118.
I think number 2 though will be Amazon Prime. I think they will stay in that spot.
But the thing is, like, it's not truly off the streaming views though. It's just based off people having Prime.
That's not you know what we're gonna do?
We're gonna
more than 175 people have.
I'd say 175 people have Amazon Prime. How many people daily users they have is probably 25 million.
We're gonna remember this conversation, and after Lord of the Rings comes out, we're gonna have this conversation again, and we'll see
for sure.
where we think Amazon's going.
Because that's very true. It's
gonna Amazon is gonna blow up when Lord of the Rings.
I hope so
too. I'm excited for that show. Although I'm not a Lord of the Rings.
I mean, $2 billion into the show. Just imagine how much money they're gonna put to marketing alone.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be everywhere.
For sure. Week 6 trivia, boys.
Oh man, it's trivia time.
Is it trivia time already?
Yeah, come on, get the applause going. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me get my pen. Let me get my whiteboard, and I am situated. All right, guys. Week 6. You know the style now. 5 questions. We both get the question.
Who won last week?
Who was it?
Who did?
It wasn't Quinten.
It wasn't Quinten. There's 3 of us.
All right.
In there.
No,
and we're turning these questions up for Christian.
It was me. Yeah, that's
Let's go.
Him.
Let's hear it.
Oh man.
Applause for me.
Raise the roof. Hate to break it to him, but this week it won't be the same action.
We'll see.
I'm gonna win 3.
All right, gentlemen. Are we ready to get this rolling? If you guys haven't been here with us before, we do trivia at the end of our episodes, and we just go back and forth. Each person has the same question. We reply on the whiteboards, and winner gets a point. We have 5 questions. End of 5 questions, whoever has the most wins. Tie, we have overtime. And let's get to it. All right, gentlemen. Question number 1.
You ready for this?
Always been.
What does DC Comics stand for?
I don't know, man. Christian knows. He asked me this question the other day.
I saw this a while ago.
I said Detective Comics.
Why would you say that already?
Wait, might as well we both have our answers for both were Detective Comics. Both sides were correct.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good job, gentlemen. It's 1-1.
I knew that, though.
Oh, you already had it written. You already had it written. That's why I flipped. Just race with your finger, bro. Okay.
All right, gentlemen. Question number 2. In main continuity, Batman has had 3 Robins. Name those Robins.
Yeah, this one's not me. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Oh wait,
name all 3 of them.
Repeat the question.
Batman has had 3 Robins in the main continuity. Name those Robins.
Name those Robins.
I got 1, dude. That's all I have. I have Dick Grayson and then Robin.
I have Robin, and Robin. Is that right?
Although I appreciate the humor, that is incorrect, Christian. Sorry, gentlemen. You're both incorrect.
What was the
Finish him.
Wrong button.
What was the answer?
The answer is Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and
Jason
Tim Drake.
Todd. I didn't know Tim Drake.
I didn't know a single one of those.
Okay, gentlemen. Question number 3. In Game of Thrones, what is the name of Jason Momoa's character? Christian, it seems like you're a little puzzled. So Jason Momoa is Aquaman.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay, gentlemen, let's see these answers.
Khal Drogo.
Mr. Drogo.
Correct.
Gas character.
All right.
Very nice. Very
went
nice.
a little too soon. Had a bad death.
Okay, so our score is, what are we at?
We're both 2 for 3.
Yeah.
Yep, so we're at 2-2 right now. So we're on to question number 4.
All right, I met my goal. I wanted to get 2 right. I got 2 right.
All right, gentlemen. In Spider-Man No Way Home, we see the return of Sandman from Spider-Man 3. What is Sandman's real name?
Toby called him this.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he did.
He did. There was
Put it on the board, gentlemen. Put it on the board.
I think I got it.
I don't have it. I'll tell you right now, I have nothing.
I think I got this one.
What was it?
We ready?
I have nothing.
Is it Flint?
The answer was Flint Marko.
I don't know his last name. He called him Flint.
It's like, what's Spider-Man's name? Peter?
It is Peter.
Yeah, that's so like...
Half a point?
No. No point.
Dude.
It's up to him.
I'm being robbed. I'm being robbed. You got to make a decision,
dude. The only reason I will award him a point is due to the fact Cory did not give us a response at all, which was not okay. It is 3-2 in Christian's favor. We move to question number 5.
Let's go.
Gentlemen, question number 5. This is a game point. If Cory gets the question right, we will go to overtime. If Christian gets the question right, he wins. Here's question number 5. Batman has the Joker. Superman has Lex Luthor. Who is the Ninja Turtles' archenemy?
I got this one. Come on, dog.
Can I see the answers, gentlemen?
Master
it's
Shredder.
Dog.
It is Shredder. And due to that, Christian will win back-to-back weeks. Congratulations.
Let's go.
What a contest.
Can't believe I lost
What a contest.
Game of Thrones.
What a contest.
What was your overtime question? Just cause.
Yeah, if you guys just want to hear a few of my overtime questions. Matter of fact, let's throw the overtime questions in fan trivia. What do we think?
You want? Yeah, I'm down for that.
All right, guys. So we're just going to add them to fan trivia this week. So we're going to have 4 fan trivia questions for y'all. So, fan trivia question number 1. In Zack Snyder's Justice League, we have a Martian Manhunter cameo in the character's first live-action appearance. What is the character's actual name?
Say again.
In Zack Snyder's Justice League,
we're not answering the question.
We have a Martian Manhunter cameo in the character's first live-action appearance. What is this character's actual name?
I would have got that right.
Fan trivia question number 2. Deathstroke is commonly seen on the Suicide Squad.
Yep, I remember him.
What other superhero team is he commonly associated with? Fan trivia question number 3.
You would not have gotten that.
The late Kobe Bryant was the inspiration for a droid in the Star Wars universe.
I'll say after this.
What was the name of the droid?
Rest in peace.
In X-Men Origins Wolverine, Will.i.am's character is named what? In X-Men Origins Wolverine, Will.i.am's character is named what? And that is our fan trivia of the week.
That is fan trivia, guys. Again, thank you for tuning in. Check us out on TikTok.
Let's go.
I'm talking to the people here.
I'm sorry, the fans. Chill. I'm sorry.
They're way too loud. Look, check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, guys. We appreciate every comment. We try to get back to you guys as much as we can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stay tuned for more content, guys. We love you. Hit that subscribe button. And Christian.
And the like button.
What'd you say?
And the like button.
We're Christian.